Doing?
I don't know, I get confused
Bro,
because
she freak is
I hear so many, like,
I know
oh
that.
yeah, for instance, like, okay, I grew up, because I'm not gonna say I didn't, because when I was little, I did really believe in God and stuff,
Chips?
because
Yeah.
that's just, like, you know, that's how I was raised. And my parents always told me, like, oh yeah, just make sure you keep that to yourself, because
Say
that's,
what
like,
now?
what you believe in, that's your thing, but everybody has different
No, you
beliefs,
should be
and you're
proud.
supposed to keep that.
Behind you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just keep that to
You should be
yourself.
proud.
Behind you this way.
I
No,
don't see anything.
Bro.
that's what you got wrong from them.
Hang on.
The cheating,
Okay,
teaching
Just
them
let her
how
let me
to
just
finish.
mute this guy because I'm trying to just talk. Jeez. No.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
too.
grew up like I was always told to have my own opinion.
Holy, please be
And
quiet.
I know it's a lot, but can we move real quick?
Yeah.
No, yeah. So
Hey.
as I was saying, like I grew up, you know, like having being told like, oh yeah, just keep that to yourself. Like that's what your belief is, and everybody has different beliefs. Just it was something I kept to myself, but like growing up,
So,
I've noticed people like
What's up, bro?
put it everywhere, and I'm just like
Trying to learn
confused
about
because I
Jesus.
think, well, not everybody believes in that, so why are they doing that? And I was always told not to do that because it's rude, and not everybody thinks like that.
Yeah.
There was
dumb this
that,
person
and
is.
I also was so
Cool.
confused because there's so many different versions of the Bible, supposedly. I mean, I don't own one, so
Why-
I don't
why do you
I don't
think
really
it's
know,
dumb?
but from what
I'm
I've
not
heard,
him.
there's so many
Bro.
different versions that
Why do you
even
think
if you
she's
are a
dumb?
Christian and your neighbor's
Because
Christian,
she
your
just
neighbor could
talked
have
about
completely
basically
different
other
standards
people
and
having
different beliefs than
opinions on stuff,
you
and that
could.
she
So
thinks
it
it's
just
wrong to
makes
have
me think
opinions, basically.
there's so many
Instead
different
of her doing her own
Hang on.
things and
and
within
actually
right here.
figuring it out, she based
within like
herself
one
off of
religion
other
or like
people's
one
opinions and
like
what they
idea of
think.
belief. So
She didn't say
it
that.
gets so like confusing.
Literally what she
Say there's somebody walking, a blind person walking to the end of a cliff, and he really wants to go in that direction, but he doesn't know that the reality is going to walk him off a cliff. And even if you tell him, hey, there's a cliff right there, and he's like, oh, I don't believe you, and he keeps walking in that way. Like, obviously, you're going to want to go and prevent him from walking off that cliff because the reality of his choice is going to lead to something terrible. And so, knowing the truth of Jesus and of what he did and what the reality of sin is, and that we're all in this same boat together, everybody's sinned, everyone's on their way to the edge of that cliff. Well, Jesus sends the Holy Spirit, which convicts you, which is what happened with me. He convicted me and changed my life. And your eyes become open to this. So you go and you try and tell everybody the reality of what the direction they're going. And you don't do that to be like, oh, I'm right, you're wrong, you're a Muslim, your religion's wrong, mine's better than yours. It's not that, but it's I love you. God says to love people, and God loved me when I was undeserving, so I'm going to repay that love. And I don't want to see this person walk in that direction if I know the reality of where they're going. So that's what I think on spreading the gospel, like of why I talk about it. It's not to look better than anybody, because I'm not better than anybody. I don't deserve heaven. Like if I got to heaven right now and Jesus asked me why he should let me in, I would tell him you shouldn't let me in, but it's because of what you did for me that I'm welcome in. Not by anything I've done, because I'm a sinful person. I'm no better than anybody. But then on the Bible translations topics, that is also very true. There's hundreds and hundreds of different translations of the Bible. And the good news on that is there is some bad ones. I have so many different translations just because I like to read all the different ones, but I have some that I would say are bad. Like they're not accurate. And the reason that it's okay is because we have the original manuscript. So like the Hebrew, the Greek, and Aramaic is what the Bible was originally written in. And we still have the fragments of those, and piecing them together is where our Bibles today came from. So it just takes a little research on which Bibles are accurate, because like what I read from is called the NASB Bible, and it's a word-for-word translation, meaning every word is directly
Well, that was a dumb conversation.
Yeah, that guy is a little wild, isn't he? Every single word in my Bible is directly translated from those original manuscripts. And I also have this thing called a Strong's Concordance, which it takes my Bible that I have, my English translation, and it has a number for every single word, and you can trace every single word in that Bible to the original language, and you can see the definitions, the dictionaries of what these words meant, what they could have meant, what they would mean in this certain context. So you can still, I mean, the Bible is still very accurate. The Bible is accurate depending on what translations you go to. So like another translation like NLT, it's called a thought for thought. So if you take the NLT Bible and you put it next to the original ones, it's different. And that's because they said, oh, well, we're going to make it easier for the English reader to understand. So we'll get the general idea of what Jesus was talking about and we'll translate it, which is not good in my opinion. Like you can read them and you'll get the gist of the story, but it's not good because it's not as accurate as like the NASB or the ESV and certain different Bibles. But we do have accurate translations.
Okay. See, that makes more sense. Okay, now I'm curious. What was that guy like screaming about? Because I haven't.
Yeah, what was going on over there?
Apparently, he is calling this girl a liar, like saying that she's not open to her own research, and she's blaming other people for having opinions.
If that guy would have came to you and started talking to you, nobody's gonna want to have a conversation with him. No one's gonna want to hear anything that he has to say. Because he's just mad at you, and that's not loving.
He's just mad about everything.
Yeah, like, Jesus said to do these things in love.
And he was cursing.
Yeah.
And he was cursing the whole time.
I just don't get it. It's so many people just say, oh, I'm a Christian, and they go around and just point their finger around and act like they're better than everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, Lord.
Did you have a problem with me or something? I'm confused.
Oh yeah, you're just giving excuses on why you can't find God, and it's hilarious.
That guy doesn't see. This is the big problem: is people like him think they're saved, and then
I know.
Like
that's
me?
not what I said.
People like me.
Yes.
People
You're
like me.
Ignorant.
What do you do? You on your highs still talk to God and bring him into your situations? Do you?
Of course. I talk to God every day.
No, you don't.
Are you God?
How do you know? How do you know? Do you know him?
Yeah, I 100%.
How do you know?
Everybody says they're Christian. Everybody says that. But then every time when they get high and they get something good to them, they forget God.
No, actually, when something good happens to me...
That's what parts me from different, buddy.
I think...
Remember, the first part of being Christian is living it before you...
No,
Amen.
Don't do that. Oh my gosh, we hear it all the time. Don't do that.
My favorite quote from someone is, "Be the best person you can, for you might be the only Bible someone ever reads."
Oh my gosh, that is such an overused argument, man.
I never said anything about there not being a God. I'm saying that the first thing you should do is be the best person you can be before... I've done the best that I can to do that.
Yeah, but that's never gonna happen because we're humans and we're sinful.
Yeah, you can try the best you can, but you're still gonna fall. Yep. So that's what we're doing.
We're not no RC Sproul, but bro, like
we're no Vody Bacham. We're no Vody Bacham, no RC Sproul.
We're not DS
partially,
we'll get
partially, 25%. Partially.